female screaming on the phone, possibly vehicle over a bridge, stating the bridge gave out.
January 2022 brought a moment Pittsburgh won't soon forget: the collapse of the Fern Hollow Bridge.
It seemed like the bridge was collapsing as I was driving on it.
The event happening the very day President Joe Biden was coming to Pittsburgh to talk about infrastructure.
And we're going to rebuild that bridge, along with thousands of other bridges in Pennsylvania and across the country, because it's in our interest, for our own safety's sake.
As the year continued, the effort to rebuild the bridge ramped up.
Without the infrastructure bill, I'm not sure if this project would have been rebuilt or when. It might have had to have been a couple years.
Culminating with the official reopening just before Christmas. The economic crunch created by inflation was felt in the Pittsburgh area this year. In March, gas prices began climbing above $4 a gallon.
You gotta drive, like everywhere you go, it's 4 something, or it's getting higher than 4 something, like, you know, it's ridiculous.
Those higher gas prices were fueled in part by Russia's invasion of Ukraine that began in February. That invasion capturing the attention of Pittsburghers who stepped up to support the people of Ukraine.
Lots of people were dying, lots of people still alive, but they're not really used to it. Kids lose toys, fathers lose mothers. It's very sad.
I just want people to know that war's still going on and we still need support in Ukraine to fight the evilness.
The war in Ukraine, those higher gas prices, and so many other issues becoming key focal points during 2022's midterm election. That election brought an unexpected development. Democrat John Fetterman suffering a stroke after winning his party's nomination for one of Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate seats.
It knocked me down, but I'm going to keep coming back up.
Fetterman eventually getting a win over Republican Mehmet Oz, while Democrat Josh Shapiro won the race to be the next governor of Pennsylvania. Another talking point in this year's election, a woman's right to choose. This after the U.S. Supreme Court announced in June that it had voted to overturn the constitutional right to abortion. Pittsburghers had strong reaction to that decision.
What if we had like 50 years of women having actual freedom to live the lives they want to live?
It's all about control. It's not about, you know, protecting human lives.
Gun violence, a major issue in the Pittsburgh region this year.
Dog, he got a gun, dog. He got a gun.
On Easter Sunday, a mass shooting at an Airbnb on Pittsburgh's north side, leaving 2 teenagers dead and several other people hurt.
Shots fired, main entrance. Shots fired, main entrance.
In September, a shooting inside Kennywood Park. 3 people were injured. At one point, police identified a teenager as a suspect, but those charges were later dropped.
In Alderdice High School.
And in October, several people were shot outside of a funeral on Pittsburgh's north side. The shooting prompting an emotional response from Mayor Ed Gainey.
Don't retaliate, communicate. Don't go out there and take it upon yourself, because we never get justice that way.
You're okay, buddy. It's okay.
Pittsburgh also saw its share of severe weather in 2022. This tornado in Greene County was one of 2 that touched down at the beginning of August. Armstrong County also seeing a tornado in the spring. The sleds were out when several inches of snow hit Pittsburgh on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day weekend. And a few weeks later, in early February, a mix of rain, ice, and snow made for tough driving around the city. 2022 was also a year of loss, perhaps none more stunning than the death of Steelers icon Franco Harris, just days before the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception.
I just hope all Pittsburghers today say a prayer and think about Franco Harris and all the great work he's done for this wonderful city.
Franco Harris's life and legacy remembered by Pittsburghers who watched his service to the community for decades.
For half a century, Franco Harris was a big part of the history of Pittsburgh and was an iconic figure.
Pittsburghers also remembering Queen Elizabeth II following her passing in September.
It doesn't seem like it's real.
Just seems like such a historic moment.
This fall, our city also stopped to say goodbye to Judah Semet, a Holocaust survivor who also survived the Tree of Life mass shooting.
I will miss him so much. I mean, such a giving and wonderful person, strong personality with an incredible story to tell, and he shared it so generously.
And Alma Speed Fox, a trailblazer and civil rights icon, passed away early this year.
She recognized that as a Black woman, she had to think about, both race and gender.
Perhaps the year's most shocking loss was Steelers quarterback Dwayne Haskins, who was struck and killed by a dump truck on Interstate 595 in Florida.
It's heartbreaking. I think about him every day.
2022 brought change to Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers, changing its name from Heinz Field to Acrisure Stadium.
I don't like it. My gut reaction.
No.
I'm sorry to see Heinz, typical Pittsburgher, I guess.
Another big change, the farewell to longtime Steelers QB Ben Roethlisberger.
The time has come to clean up my locker, hang up my cleats, and continue to be all I can be to my wife and children.
And the Black and Gold signing former Pitt quarterback Kenny Pickett, joining a QB lineup including Mitch Trubisky and Mason Rudolph.
We're all learning, I'm learning, and I'm just kind of attacking each day.
So what will 2023 bring? Here are a few things to look ahead to. A new attraction at Pittsburgh's most famous amusement park, and a potential big break for the Buccos as the Pirates scored the top pick in July's MLB draft. Michelle Wright, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.